You know what? To be honest, I never knew that having something shoved up my nose would make the front of my eyeball itch. Annyeonghaseyo, goeiedag, goedemiddag, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tian. I'm 28 years old and I just had a COVID-19 drive-through test here in Korea. By the time you are seeing this message, I would have probably already got my results back. As I will be uploading this only a little bit later, but I still wanted to share the story fresh out of my mind. I just literally got it done a few minutes ago. And it was quite an interesting experience. I think I won't say the worst part was the waiting, because that wasn't the worst part of the test. I think the worst part for me, or the waiting for me, was bad because I didn't entirely know what to expect. And then you go through all these motions in your head of what if that test comes back positive and all the ramifications. And we just sat there, I think, for about a good 20-25 minutes and waited so that I can do the test. So I had things and thoughts running through my mind constantly over and over and over and over again. And I got stressed out and I stressed myself out and I got anxious and nervous. And yeah, it was just a terrible experience from beginning till end. So we waited, we drove through. While driving back, while driving back, I was like, idiot. I was sitting in the car waiting, and then I did not think to take any photos of the actual testing center. I'm an idiot. But we did the drive-through one, which I was really surprised about. I really thought we were going to a health center because I did come from overseas and there are certain procedures and possibly some documentation that needs to be done. I was convinced that I'm going to a facility. Surprise not, you are doing the drive-through test. So let's do the drive-through test. We waited. We were also early, I will add that. So while we waited, we saw how the medical staff was getting ready for us potential disease-ridden, sickly people. And finally, when it was our turn, it was actually quite easy and very fast. So they take you through, you drive around the thing, and then they've got these little portable houses set up for some reason. Well, not for some reason, they use it to pack and store things in. But they use it to get ready, and then only at the last station do you actually stop. Then they ask your name, and then I wasn't the one speaking. My boss's husband, he took me, and he was also the one who spoke and made sure everything ran fluently and easily and without any problems. And I was sitting at the opposite side. So the side that they were testing, I wasn't on that side. So when they rolled down the window, I needed to scooch over to that side. And then I saw that they actually sanitized and sprayed the side of the car, which I now fully understand because things get shoved in you. So if you have a very weak gag reflex, then yeah, it's not, yeah, I can understand that you might spit or throw up. But I didn't do that. I didn't do that. So they sprayed it, then they take your temperature. Instead of just shooting you, they do it in your ears. They did both ears, and I think mine was 37 or 36.7. My Korean is still very rusty, so it's very hard to pick up everything they said. And then they bring over a cup with things in it, and they start opening things, and they take out the swab, and they tell you, and then they shove this thing into your throat and like into the back of your throat. So it's not, I don't know if you've ever had any swabs done, but usually they would swab the inside of your cheeks, but no, they went into the throat. So that's why I said if you had a gag reflex, you would be gagging from that. And I was just sitting there after a while. I was like, I can't breathe anymore. Can you please just remove this thing? Because he was scratching, and because they get in there, they were getting in there. It's like when you brush your teeth. Yeah, he was like brushing my throat with a swab for what felt like a good minute, but it wasn't that long. And then he removes it, they seal it, and then they take another swab. And this was possibly the worst experience. Honestly, I know other people disagree, but honestly, rather take my blood next time, as I don't want to go through that again. I can handle blood being drawn, but that I don't want to go through again. So it's a smaller swab, of course. And then I was very confused. Well, luckily I've heard people talk about the test before. I know of people who has taken it before, and I've seen videos of how they take the test. So I wasn't completely unprepared for it. So I knew what they were going to do. It's just knowing what they're going to do and actually experiencing it firsthand are two completely different things. So now you've done your throat thing, you're already sitting there like your throat and mouth feels violated by the swab, and now he tells you to go again. And I'm like, why are you telling me to go And as I went he just shoved this swab in my nose, and you can literally feel it going to the back of your head, and you can, because your nose goes back and then it goes down into your throat. So you can literally feel the swab going in and then starting to basically like bend back into your throat. And it burns. It's not a fun feeling. It's not ticklish. It's not like the sniffles. It burns so much. And then again, that's just action taking place. And you're just sitting there like, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Like, I can't do this anymore. And he's just there shoving this thing in. My word. And you don't know what to do, because at the one point you just want to like push him away, and at the other point you know this needs to be done. And he's just busy there, and my eyes are tearing up, and I'm just thinking like, what have I gotten myself into? Until finally he releases it, and then you're done. And then your test was done. It's not, I don't even think it took a minute, but it felt like forever when they were shoving things in your throat and in your nose. Oh, but then you get afterwards, now your nose is burning from the inside down, and then you get this weird itch sensation in your eye. So my nose was itching, my eye was itching, it was burning. It felt like everything that was in my nose in the front, any hair or snot particles, they shoved back into my nose. And I just wanted to blow my nose, but I can't because I'm in a car with a mask and I don't want to possibly infect my boss's husband. So I'm just sitting there feeling high as a kite from some weird nose, I don't know, nose sensation tingling things. I don't know. It was weird. People, it is the weirdest experience. And then 2 weeks from now, I have to go and get it done again. But I think it will be better the second time, as I would know exactly what to expect. But man, I'm not looking forward to that at all. You can still feel it in your mouth, nose sockets. You can still feel that something weird happened there. But the cool thing is they also give you a goodie bag to take home. Unfortunately, not with any like candy or anything fun like that. But they gave you these list of rules of exactly how to dispose of your trash, because we have specific trash bags and things, and I have a lot of Korean reading to do which I won't understand, but I do understand what they're saying. So we've got a specific way that we need to throw our trash away, but that I will still sort out. Then with it you get your trash bag. The pink one is for your food. The green one is for your other trash and shit. And then you also get this one, which I think at the end all your trash should go in here. And then you also need to spray it. Oh, also, they also give you some extra gifts. They gave this Max Clean, which is also a type of sanitizer. I think this is possibly for like surface cleaning specifically, and I think specifically when we have to like spray down the trash bags, we get this, and then we also get this hand sanitizer with it as well. So they give you that so that you do have hand sanitizer, and then the last thing they give you, mine Oh, they also give you masks. They give you some masks as well. And then the last thing they give you, I don't know if I just shown some inappropriate butt action there, is they give you more forms, which I will still need to find out what exactly I need to do with them. They give you some forms to read and also to fill out, or that should have been filled out somewhere. I have no idea. It's just forms and documentation. And then they also give you a thermometer. You don't know what type of thermometer you will get. This is an easy one that you just shove underneath your tongue. And the reason they actually give you the thermometer is because you have to log your fever and symptoms twice daily for the next 2 weeks. So I have to return this thermometer, which is a little bit weird if you think about it. And yeah. It's a very good thermometer. I've used it. I just need to update my app. So that was the whole process of getting tested and what I got from it. Now at least I can give accurate things and I can be clean and safe and healthy and hopefully keep other people clean, safe and healthy. Thank you for joining in. Please comment, like, share and subscribe. Do all that shit if you want. If you don't want to, that's also fine. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful life, wonderful whatever you are doing. Vrede, blydskap, geluk, blydskap, liefde en al daai mooi dingetjies vir julle. Don't let fear interfere with your happiness because you deserve all the happiness in the world. Bye.